Pleasant morning, children. Welcome back to our English class. Today we are going to explain that lines written in early spring poetic devices. Before that, I would like to ask some questions from the previous part. What have you learned from the poem? Yes. You know who is the author of the lines written in the early spring? Yes, right. William Wordsworth. When was he born? Yes, 7th April 1770, Cockermouth. Now let's say about rhyme. Rhyme is a repetition of similar sound in two or more words. Example, news and views. Next one, simile. Simile is a compare between two things. It words uses like and as. And next one, metaphor. Metaphor is a figure of speech. It describes an object or action. It also compares between two things. And aphorism, it is a brief statement that expresses a general principle about life. Okay. Next one, personification, giving human characters or abilities to non-human object or things. Next one, assonance, it is a vowel sound. And another one, onomatopoeia is the word that imitates or suggests that a source of the sound that it makes. Okay, next one, alliteration. Alliteration is a repeated consonant sound of the beginning of the words. Okay, next one, I would like to sing about the poem. I heard 1,000 London notes while in a grove I sat reclined in that sweet mood when pleasant thoughts bring sad thoughts to the mind. Here, the first line, I heard 1,000 London notes. What is the figure of speech used here? Yes, onomatopoeia. Why? Here, 1,000 blunder notes referred that bird sounds, so that is onomatopoeia. Okay, let's look into the third line. In that sweet mood when pleasant thoughts. Here also that thought which makes a consonant sound, so that is alliteration. Okay, next stanza. Second stanza, listen. To her fair works did nature link the human soul that through me ran, and much it grieved my heart to think what man has made of man. Here, her fair works compared to nature, so that is personification. The human quality compared to non-human quality means personification. Yes, next line, listen. The human soul that through me ran. Here also, what is a figure of speech? Right? Human soul compared to the man, so that is personification. Okay, third line, listen. And much it grieved my heart to think. Here, what figure of speech used here? Much and my. Same consonant sound, so that is alliteration. Yes. Next line. What man has made of man? Yes, here that line reflects general truth, that is aphorism. And then man and made, same consonant sound, so that is alliteration. Now let's look into the third stanza. Through primrose tufts in that sweet bower, the periwinkle trailed its wreaths, and 'tis my faith that every flower enjoys the air it breathes. Here the third line, 'tis my faith that every flower. Here His faith is compared to the flower, so that is personification. And the same line, faith and flower, same consonant sound, so that is alliteration. Okay, now let's move into another stanza. Fourth stanza. The birds around me hopped and played. Their thoughts I cannot measure, but the least motion which they made, it seemed a thrill of pleasure. Here the second line. Their thoughts I cannot measure. Their thoughts. Same consonant sound. What is the figure of speech? Yes, alliteration. Okay, third line. Motion and made. What is the figure of speech? Alliteration. Okay, now let's look into the fifth stanza. The budding twigs spread out their fan to catch the breezy air, and I must think, do all I can, that there was pleasure there. Here the first line, there, same consonant sound, so that is alliteration. And the last line also referred that there, so that alliteration. Okay, now let's look into the last stanza. If this belief from heaven be sent, if such be nature's holy plan, have I not reason to lament what man has made of man? Here last line reflect that general truth. So that is, what is the figure of speech used here? Aphorism. Okay, now let's look into the rhyme and rhyming scheme. Already you know that rhyme means it is a repetition of similar sounds in two or more things. In these lines, first stanza, notes and thoughts, and recline and mind. Both are AB rhyming scheme. And second stanza, listen, link, think, and ran man. So here also AB rhyming scheme. At the end of the word only rhyme, rhyming word. How to find out that? At the end. Bower, flower, and reeds, breeds. Here also AB rhyming scheme. Then played, made, measure, pleasure. Okay. Next, fifth stanza, fan, can, and air, there. And the last stanza, sent, lament, plan, and man. Here also AB rhyming scheme he followed. Okay, thank you children. Have a pleasant day.